Hi, my name is Brooke Alonzo, and I am a graduate student at Grand Canyon University. I'm currently working towards my master's degree in secondary education. I believe that I possess many dispositions that contribute to me being a successful teacher. One of those would be compassion. This is the most important one to me because I really try my hardest to be warm, friendly, and genuinely care about my students and their families. I teach at a Title I school, so many of our families struggle with basic needs, means to meet the basic needs of their kids, according to Maslow's hierarchy. In my classroom, I am able to provide basic needs such as stability and safety in order for them to feel safe. And I am also able to provide basic needs such as feeling loved and feeling like they belong somewhere. One way that I show compassion in my classroom is by greeting my students every morning. Like I mentioned before, I work at a Title I school, so we do breakfast in the classroom. All of my students are able to eat breakfast in my classroom every single morning. So every morning, I come to school, I go into my classroom, and when the kids are led into the campus, I go to my door and I open it. I greet every single student at the door in the morning as they come into my classroom for breakfast. My classroom is right in one of the breezeways that many students use to get to class. So not only am I greeting my students, but I'm also building relationships and greeting other students and family members as they walk to their classrooms. I feel that this is important because it allows me to build those relationships, not only with my students currently, but with students that I may have in the future. Another way that I am able to show compassion is by taking the time to converse with my students, not only in an academic setting, but also about their lives outside of school. I teach middle school, so they love talking about themselves, and I can honestly say that I really, really enjoy listening to them. When I'm able to get a student to talk with me about something that they're interested in, it's awesome because you really get to see them light up, and it really makes them have this feeling that you care about them because they're more than just a student, they're outside of school as well, and it really has a positive effect on my students. One disposition that I could work on would be the disposition of curiosity. I tend to have a hard time encouraging and supporting curiosity and engaging students to be actively questioning. One way that I could change this or work on this would be allowing students to ask more questions. And instead of me answering all the questions, having them write down the question and being responsible for finding the answer for it. This not only allows questioning to occur more often in my classroom, but it holds students accountable and it gives them something to look forward to present to the class that no one else knows. Another way that I could work on building curiosity and supporting questioning in my classroom would be to ask higher level thinking questions and probing my students after they have answered a question. So once they answer a question correctly, I could also then ask them another question that relates to the topic but requires a higher level of thinking, such as inferring or coming up with a conclusion to whatever question that I've asked. When it comes to professional educators, I believe that they are on time. I believe that they're professional in the way that they speak to others. And I believe that they are dedicated to teaching, meaning that they're constantly trying to better themselves, not only better themselves as a teacher, but better their classroom and the environment in their classroom. One way that teachers are able to guide themselves in their thinking and understanding of what is expected of them would be to look at the in-task standards, which are basically just teacher standards. So we have standards for our students, in-task is standards for the teacher. This is so hard.